tomorrow, lunchtime, the Old Firm derby between Celtic and Rangers will take place at the Ibrox Stadium.
Yeah, and it comes at the end of a pretty turbulent week in Scotland as a new hate crime bill came into force on Monday. The act which makes it illegal to stir up hatred, whatever that means, based on a range of characteristics.
Yes, so some lawyers are suggesting that all fans at the match tomorrow could technically be arrested under the new laws due to the chants Celtic and Rangers supporters will sing. This is crazy.
Yeah, well, so Rangers supporters tend to sing songs about the Pope, Catholic priests, and you can imagine kind of the nature of what they're singing. So technically, we're going to find out anyway. Lawyer Alistair Boddington, he's told the Daily Mail that the different songs could breach the Religious Hatred Act. Part of the new act.
Yes, that's one section, isn't it? That's one characteristic religion that it protects, apparently.
So, joining us now, ahead of the Old Firm derby, tomorrow is Scottish footballing legend Stephen Pressley, who did play for both Celtic and Rangers. Good morning to you, sir. Thank you for joining us. So,
pleasure.
What's going on here? I mean, traditionally at the Old Firm matches, the crowd's pretty feisty. There's some, pretty unsavoury chanting, which is just confined to the stadium, and people take it on the chin, They don't take it too seriously a lot of the time. But they could all be nicked tomorrow at the Old Firm derby.
Yeah, well, the first thing to make clear is that my understanding is that there has been no talks that have taken place between the Scottish Parliament, between the football clubs, between the SFA or the police department. So I think everybody is very much in the dark regarding the implementation of this law. So, it's going to be very interesting how it's managed tomorrow.
Do you think any of the fans who turn up for the game will actually be thinking about these new laws? Do you think it will be in their mind that they need to be a bit careful with what they chant? Or do you think they won't give it a second thought?
Well, I think they should always be careful about what they chant. The issue you have is I think we all understand what hate and abusive language is and behaviour is, and this type of behaviour should never, ever be condoned. The difficulty you have is there's a grey area below that. And it's a hugely contentious area, an area that's going to be very, very difficult for the police to manage. One of the other difficulties are that, of course, there are songs, and again, I will relay this, they shouldn't be condoned, but many of the supporters that sing those songs don't sing them with hatred. It's almost like they sing them as they're part of the club they support. So again, it's a very contentious area.
Stephen, I have to ask you, as a legend of both clubs, who did you prefer playing for, Rangers or Celtic?
Well, the truth of the matter is I enjoyed both. My experience at Rangers was as a young player, and when I played there, I don't think I fully appreciated at that stage of my career the experience of playing at such a massive club. But then, going to Celtic 10 years later and having that experience behind me, I really enjoyed and understood what a privilege it was to play at such a club like that. So, both were great experiences and both different in their own right.
And just for our viewers who aren't familiar with football or the Old Firm derby, explain to us the atmosphere. What does it feel like playing in that game? What does it mean to fans of both teams and Scots?
Well, to use a word that's obviously been highly debated this week, is there is a lot of hatred there. It's a very unique derby. It divides the city in many ways. But as a player, it's you realise just how important this game is, because in the aftermath of that, it can spill over for long periods and overtake your life in many respects, because walking the streets of Glasgow is a lot better experience when you're on the receiving end of a win. So, it's a unique experience, a wonderful game of football, and a game as well that's serving up many subplots as we lead into that with, the projected weather, the incident with the referee. So it's going to be a really interesting match.
Yeah, it's going to be a feisty one. Stephen, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Really appreciate it.